anyone who says size doesn't matter isn't listening to you, because your choice for the #1 weapon that changed the world over the last 60 years just happens to be the biggest weapon there is. So big, in fact, that it can carry up to 70 fighter aircraft and takes 5,000 fine sailors and Marines just to operate it. Your choice for the weapon that is #1 is the Nimitz-class supercarrier. There are 9 Nimitz-class supercarriers, and they're all called super for a reason. There is no ship on Earth that carries more firepower.
Massive just seems like too small a word to describe the 4.5 acres of U.S. sovereign territory that moves across the world.
The Nimitz-class represents the pinnacle of carrier design. It is a relentless and totally reliable master of the seas.
After fiddling around with a variety of designs for supercarriers in the 50s and 60s, they finally got it right with the Nimitz and said, this is the way to go.
In fact, its 8 huge nuclear turbines each produce 8,000 kilowatts of power, enabling this monster to cruise at a top speed of over 30 knots. That means it can get to any global hotspot fast and let its intimidating presence be felt.
They just are on station around the world and are used to show our interest and our power whenever tensions tend to rise.
Not only do they get there rapidly, but they can stick around for a long, long time. Their nuclear turbines mean they don't have conventional refueling and can stay at sea for several years. And thanks to its awesome array of air power, the Nimitz carrier dominates wherever it travels, controlling an area of about the size of California. Its fleet can change depending on the mission. The flight deck can be covered in helicopters, surveillance, or fighter aircraft. Most recently, it's the F-18 Super Hornet that's been the Navy's pride and joy. It's had successful missions in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Somalia, making valuable use of its ability to probe over 300 miles inland and unleash a wide range of pinpoint-accurate munitions. The Nimitz-class carrier has unprecedented firepower, but its real contribution to world history has been as a deterrent.
Carriers have been used to send a political message dozens of times. As soon as somebody hears that there are a couple of aircraft carriers coming their way, cooler and wiser heads prevail.
The most significant recent example was the 1996 missile firing incident.
The Chinese tried to pressure Taiwan with missile exercises just off the coast of the island, and we brought carriers into the area to sort of demonstrate that we were interested and could bring power to bear.
2 carrier groups were poised to sail through the Taiwan Strait, but at the last moment, China de-escalated the situation by ending its missile tests. You don't mess with the Nimitz.
Having that kind of capability changes things significantly.
As President Clinton said, whenever there's a crisis around the world, the first question that's asked is, where are the aircraft carriers?
And what's the other thing that makes the Nimitz so terrifying? An air defense system that makes it practically invincible. If an aircraft, missile, or ship gets too close to the supercarrier, then it lets rip any number of medium or close-range missiles to neutralize the threat. This state-of-the-art defense system can also tap into the defense capabilities of the other ships surrounding the fleet to do what's necessary 24/7.
But basically everything's interconnected. Weapon systems, radars, everything works together.
All systems ready all the time is our credo.
Since the dawn of the nuclear age, not one weapon has had the same impact as this. The weapon that changed the world.
One of the most dangerous ships ever created.
And only one country has them.
So there you have it. According to you, the voter, bigger is better. And the Nimitz-class supercarrier is the #1 weapon that changed the world.